What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have so many exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Just in, Cardano ADA has 4.8 million wallets. Key Cardano stats going into 2025: 7 on-chain constitutional committee members, 5,000 plus on-chain delegated representatives, 3,000 plus on-chain stake pools, 1.75 billion ADA on-chain treasury. All possible. This is decentralization, not 2500 TPS. Guys, we are in the TPS realm. Everyone under the sun is like, look at me, I got 6 trillion TPS. But there are other factors that are arguably more important. And on the subject of TPS, what's the point? It's like this, guys. Is this a good analogy? Imagine I put max speed limit on this highway. We're going to call it Angry Crypto Highway, 300 kilometers an hour. Wow. Whoa, it's so fast at the 300. There's potholes. It might block off. The road might fall apart. There might be police there blocking it. You're not really going to realize that speed, right? A fast car is only as fast as it is reliable. What's the point, right? So TPS is not everything. Don't get bamboozled. I think about GPUs. I like that analogy and that was very prominent growing up. I would see a lot of crappy GPUs with a lot of VRAM, but not a lot of people would do the digging of like how many teraflops, what's the performance like, how many CUDA cores does this have, how many this, how many that, right? So they always do this to bamboozle people. And Cardano, in terms of TPS, we look at ETH with spiking and gas fees. It's still a struggle. We look at Solana, and I like Solana, I like ETH, I have both, but they have their issues. So taking TPS at first glance, at the surface level, you gotta peel apart that onion. And I think, guys, that the DDoS failed attempt showcased that we do have a robust network that is resistant. The other pain points like liquidity and bring in more users, they will come. And towards the end of this video, I will show you some more statistics from Google Trends to showcase why we're not at the peak and there's a lot to be excited for price. DexHunter, a fabulous aggregator, says we have added a new warning to improve the UX if your order is outside your slippage. Due to price impact, DexHunter will warn you and adjust slippage for order to be in range at the moment of placement. Well, guys, as a UX designer, I always welcome things that will make the flow better and faster, especially because a lot of these meme coins, these CNTs, there can be big disparities. So it's nice to see efforts being made to improve the UX for users. Always welcome. World Mobile. Guys, I saw some controversial stuff. I covered it yesterday. World Mobile is not abandoning Cardano, so to speak. They are just going multi-chain. They're connecting to as much as possible, including Cardano. Their sharing economy has deployed 110 AirNodes in Pakistan. The World Mobile Network now has nearly 110,000 unique daily users. I love World Mobile. I like their presentation. I like the branding. And I think it's one of those blue chip projects with Cardano. And I really like these like legit goods and services. You know what I'm saying? I like my memes, but I like legit use cases. This deployment and milestone are testament to our enduring partnership with World Cartel, our partners on the ground in Pakistan who have determined in rolling out the World Mobile Network, which is great. As this collaboration grows, we hope to continue connecting the people. Pakistan is stronger connected. Here's a breakdown of the World Mobile Network, which is great. I mean, over 1,000 in Pakistan, nearly 700 in Zanzibar. We already got some AirNodes in USA. So almost getting close to 2,000 AirNodes. I love these efforts of like merging blockchain into like infrastructure and things that people use. Why not? Why not? It's definitely welcome. Bubblemaps coming to Cardano. Have you guys ever heard of Bubblemaps? Well, Bubblemaps, from my experience in the past, helped to demystify stuff because at the end of the day, the blockchain, even if it's transparent, if there's so much going on, it can be hidden through obscurity, right? So Bubblemaps helps to distill information and to see wallets and transactions in on-chain analytics and to simplify that, to see malicious activity, to track things. So I would love to see Bubblemaps coming to Cardano via TapTools. Why not? Bullish for Cardano and empowers the community. What do you guys think? Have you ever used Bubblemaps? Not gonna lie, says Saturn Swap. We love seeing people use Saturn Swap without knowing it's Saturn Swap. Oink. So I was speaking to a gentleman in the DMs also, and he let me know that Nike Swap is like the early testing for Saturn Swap. We'll jump into that. New Nike Swap update. So Saturn Swap is testing their DEX via Nike Swap and has added a new feature. You can now add liquidity on Nike Swap using their new market maker bot. And the volume is pouring in. Nike Swap crushing it. 300K ADA in volume and trades working fast and smoothly. See a lot of people say that it's been very quick, very snappy. Let me know if you guys have used it. I have not used it personally. And we'll take a look at the price. But I will say, like, this is NikeSwap.io. I will say that I like the interface. It feels at home, you know? So the UI is definitely, oh, nice. Got the chopper there. Why not? So it looks simple. And often, you know, less is more. Simple is more. So why not? I saw some people ask for like an oink sound. And so, yeah, that would be cool to add kind of some flair, much like Pancake Swap, kind of making it a little bit more bubbly. And I think Pancake Swap is one of my favorite dexes of all time in terms of branding. So the Nike price, I mean, people were complaining, moaning and groaning of all types. At the end of the day, guys, I mean, I never bought Nike. You guys saw I would watch it normalize, and it has. I mean, it did come down to something like around 5.9 million. It's pumping again, 7.49. You're going to have ebb and flows, guys. Life is analogous. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs. And it's kind of unrealistic to expect it to just go up indefinitely. Everything in life has a crescendo, a build-up, a breakdown. So if you're ever like looking at projects like this, there's nothing wrong with letting it simmer out, which is what I did, right? Like if I just FOMO'd here, I'd be getting wrecked. And anyone who FOMO's in there, I mean, if you're going to be a clown, you're going to get clown. You know what I'm saying? So time in the market, don't try to time these things. Obviously, the people who got in super early, they're laughing. But you don't need to chase everything under the sun. I still think that Nike was naturally incubated, has an interesting brand, and this still could run up to like 100 mil going into the bull run peaks, which we're not there yet with the bull run peaks, but more on that later. Hosky with an A risk rating is the first token by diversity in the Cardano ecosystem. So a bunch of interesting posts by Xerberus, and we'll jump into that. They do risk ratings of these different Cardano projects. In this case, it looks like it's showing us like holders relative to different categories: Leviathan, whale, shark, dolphin, fish, and shrimp. But when we jump over here, this is great, and I recommend you guys check this out if there are projects that you want to get like a second opinion on. Obviously, it's not financial advice, but taking a look, we can see risk ratings. So AAA is like the best, and then progresses down to like D, and that's like the riskier that it is, the higher the risk involved in said project. Ones like World Mobile Token and Hosky have gotten a pretty good rating. I don't think I see Nike on here, so I'd be curious. When I searched, I didn't see it. I'd be curious to see what they would rate Nike given controversies. And you know, you can't please everyone. Every project has controversy. Pepe had blacklisting and wallet controversy and listing controversy with Poly, and you know, every project will have it. It's just the nature of DeFi, really. So let's take a quick look at the about. So what is Xerberus in a nutshell? What's a risk rating protocol for crypto assets? They use a quantitative risk model to rate the quality of wallet graph underlying a token or coin. So the Xerberus protocol uses only on-chain data from the wallet graph to arrive at a conclusion about risks, as their network assumption postulates, never seen that use of word, interesting choice, that the value of a crypto asset is found within its network. The inherent risk within a crypto asset in a network default. So a chance of being rug pull, that's what it says here, chance of being rug pull. So we can see here AAA. AAA is what you want. I mean, as it goes down towards D, the odds of a rug pull are higher. Obviously, this is a generalization, but you can take it with a grain of salt. Now, guys, where are we headed finally for price? What's next? Price predictions. I've been on some spaces lately, picking the mind of some altcoin guys, and I want to show you guys a couple of things. First of all, like we're at 15% search of Bitcoin compared to up here, right, of May of 2021. So we got 85% plus to go, right? We still have to meet and exceed these ranges. So there's still a lot of runway. This is also why people are pissed and griefing and moaning and groaning, because they're not aware of their own blockages. They don't actually look at the stuff the way we do. So now we know this. The second fact is that Cardano is not dead. Now some of these projects are above or below, but relative Cardano to Polkadot, Toncoin, Optos, Chainlink, you name it, YouTube searches are in some cases 3 times more, 5 times more, or 2 times more. Even if you go to the old cycle and you look at this, like Cardano is not being searched by the normies at the rate that we saw in 2021. So what we conclude from this is 2 things. This one concludes that we are not at the peak of 2021. This one concludes that it's not a dead ghost chain. It has social relevancy. It has a bustling community, both during here and here. Secondly, this reaffirms what we saw with Bitcoin, that we're not at those peaks yet. So guys, finally, let's wrap up with this. And if you haven't hit the subscribe, smash the subscribe, smash the like. Appreciate you guys. We passed 1,000 followers on Twitter. And Charles gave us a follow, which I didn't expect. That was a pleasant surprise. Shout out, Charles. Guys, at the end of the day, we went crazy in 2021. So the clowns in the chat who are salty for buying the top, I'm sorry. Okay? Anything you buy at the top, you're going to get wrecked. That's your fault, not mine. Simple as that. In terms of buying window, could it go below 24 cents? Maybe. But I'm hearing a lot of I don't want to, grossly generalize, but I'm hearing a lot of like non-crypto natives call out for the super low, oh, it's going to go to 30K BTC, 40K BTC. I don't think so. I think Bitcoin lowest will be like 50K, probably around 58K. We saw Bitcoin jump up from 58 to 74 in hours. So I will continue to monitor the price. I last bought at this level right here, around 369. Did some market buys, bought some Cardano, scooped up some Litecoin as well. I think Litecoin's a classic. I really like Litecoin personally. And I think that if it continues to go down 3.7, 3.6, 3.5, 3.4, I will look at making some more orders. Not everything. I do believe in just going bite-sized pieces. You don't have to go all in, guys. The amount of times I see people getting memed on of trying to buy everything at once, trying to sell everything at once. Do it piece by piece, So when it comes to Cardano, I think we're near floor levels, guys. I would just generalize it as this. This is the last Black Friday sale, July, August, and arguably probably September, before we go crazy Q4 and beyond. And when it runs, it will run fast. And we have everything ready for us at Treasury, the staking, everything ready. We just need the right social sentiments, some fuego projects like Nike and other ones to just go berserk, and we will blast off. Now, full disclosure, guys, like I said, I don't have Nike. I don't even have World Mobile Token. I only have ADA because that's how I roll. Now, it may not be the smartest move to make quick returns, but I don't want to be this guy running to this guy. At the same time, you got to speculate to accumulate. So there's nothing wrong with getting meme coins, the right meme coins. We've reviewed many on this channel, right? MAGA, many that did hundreds of X. But I like to sometimes just chill with infrastructure rather than the mental reserve the toll it has of constantly monitoring, especially when sometimes there's some shady initial stuff. I just kind of watch and I let the market just vote with its sentiment, and I let things normalize. Because always remember, guys, don't be the TGE guy. Don't be the guy who's scooping up the bag at TGE. Try to get in early and get out. Don't be that guy at the top. And if a project interests you like Nike, I've been retweeting Nike. I like to talk about Nike. I'm grateful for Nike. But if I was to get in, I wait. I would normalize. I would let this simmer out to see where stability is. And it looks like Nike is pretty stable around the 6 to 7 million mark. It kind of keeps bouncing off of that rather than just going pure downhill. So at the end of the day, guys, I think we have a lot of positive runway for us. I think that what's going to happen next, Q4 and beyond, is going to be very important. Let me know what you guys think. Any price predictions for ADA during the end of this year. I think that we will pass $1. We will surpass that. I think Q4 and beyond is when we'll start to see kind of that 2020 moment and us going to Mars and beyond. Hit that sub, hit that like. I'll see you in the next Angry Crypto Show.